Hello and welcome to the holiday special of Keller Williams Realty Gold Facebook ads, or fa la 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 holiday Facebook ads. I need to turn the music off. There we go.
Hi, Blake.
Hi, Sue. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for some holiday ads?
Sure, why not? Is that your Christmas tree or is that just a background you picked?
That's just a background.
Okay, fine. I just didn't want to know that you were all ready for Christmas.
No, not yet. my sister is, but I am not.
Oh my God. Well, I've started my shopping. Let's put it this way.
Yeah, I did too. I got my gift for my dad and my mom. Those are done. So
good for you.
Yeah. So, all right. So we are actually going to start off not inside of Command to do our ads. We're going to go to Canva. We're going to design some Christmas ads.
Okay, cool.
And we're just basically going to design a photo of holiday photo type stuff, and you can make as many holiday photos as you want to put in there. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So I am going to, can you see my screen?
Yeah, 15 Boca Raton Boulevard, Inglewood.
Yep, that's the one. We're going to use this one as an example. I'm going to actually just pull some pictures off of here so we can incorporate them into our holidayness.
Okay.
Save this image. And this is one of our houses through Keller Williams Realty Gold, Leslie Brown.
How are you saving that image?
I right-clicked and I clicked Save Image As.
I thought you couldn't click Save Images from MLS.
Oh, I've done it a lot.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to have to come in and talk to you, see how to do that.
I want to see if she has one like of the beach, because I like to do a comparison between beach and snow. This is going to take forever. Let's just see. How do I see all of them? There we go. Nope.
Oh, what was that last one?
Last one. It's a pond.
Okay.
I'm going to use the golf course instead. I got to open this first. Not save link, wrong one. I want save image. Save image. So I'm just pulling images off of Stellar. If you have your own listings, you can use your own photos. If you're looking to advertise someone's listing, you can always advertise their own office's listings. You can ask if you want to, but I haven't met anyone who said no to advertising their listings.
Cool.
Give me 1 second. I have an agent asking how to join. Oh my goodness, come on. There you are. Okay. So I saved 2 photos, and I'm going to close this out. I'm going to open up Canva. Now, I do pay for Canva, but the things that we're going to be doing today are going to be free. So I go into Canva, and I also downloaded some photos from a website called Pexels, Pexels.com. And this is royalty-free photographs that you can use. And I searched Christmas, and I downloaded a couple of these to use in our demonstration today. So you can download as many of these as you want. I found one that had a nice like square in the center where I could put a house picture to show that it could be like a present. And that's the one I'll be using today. But this is pexels.com, and I just searched Christmas. Yeah, it's very similar to this.
Okay.
Oh, it's this one right here. So I downloaded this one, and then I'm going to put the house in that square to make it like it's a present.
Cool, cool. Oh, I like this other one too.
Yeah, there's lots of different things in there that you can use for this type of ads that we're going to be doing. I like to focus on the ads that we're going to be, our goal is to sell a listing, attract buyers, and attract sellers. Those are the three goals we use. So I like to incorporate a house usually. If I didn't want to incorporate a house, I could make like brand awareness as my goal. But today we're going to use a house to incorporate it, and we're going to talk about how it's the perfect gift, that the community is a present, is a present in itself, things like that. So right now we are just designing our holiday photos that we're going to be putting in there. So now I'm back on Canva, which is canva.com. I've went to Pexels, that's PEXELS.com, to get the free photos. But now I'm back in Canva. And I'm going to click Create a Design. And it asked me if I want a custom size, but I'm actually going to scroll down to Facebook Post. And I'm going to choose Facebook Post. And this gives me a canvas, which is the size of the perfect picture for Facebook. So I have that in there. That's exactly what I want. And then I'm going to, let me turn on my cursor. Okay. If I'm looking away from you, just know that I have two screens. And the one I do the main work on is over here. So please do not be offended if I'm not looking directly at you guys.
Not looking at you either.
Okay, so I am back in here. And I'm going to upload. So I go to Uploads here. And I'm going to upload media. I'm going to choose device. And now I'm going to choose wherever I have it saved. Downloads. And so I'm uploading one. I uploaded one previously. This is one upload. I'm just going to upload a couple that I've downloaded for today. This one. Actually, what shift? And I'm just choosing multiple to upload. It's going to start uploading all of them. So I got all of those free ones that I just uploaded from pexels.com. I like these types right here because they frame something, and I can put that something right in the middle. It could be either words or it could be pictures. In our case, it's going to be pictures because pictures sell more so than words. And I'm going to use this black board with presents around it as the main example. But there's different variations I can pull from all of these. In fact, you're probably going to see this one and this one and this one as class notifications during the month of December. And then this one will have a Halloween, or not Halloween, but Thanksgiving, and these two. This is like a fall decoration one. And Pexels will have things for all different types of holidays. So it doesn't have to be just Christmas. It could be Hanukkah. It could be Ramadan. It could be, what's the Kwanzaa. They have all different types of things. So I'm going to, I just enlarged the photo that I uploaded because it didn't fit perfectly in here. You can still see that these are gifts, and I still have this blackboard in here. So I've now uploaded the blackboard, and now I'm going to upload the house photos I downloaded. my desktop, my exterior house, and my golf course. And I'll click open. All right. So for this, I downloaded this picture, and now I'm going to choose another photo to put in here. And it looks like it tried to get it into the black square. It didn't really. It just, that's where it automatically generates. So it's not magic or AI or anything like that. I wish it was a little bit of Christmas magic, but it's not. And I'll just expand it to fit that black square a little more. That square is a little bit tilted. So I have a tool in here, right here, where I can tilt the picture slightly to line up a little bit better. It's not going to let me. So let's see if I can just go out to the square. That's not going to let me. Okay, so it's too small of a move to make a real difference. But because this is a free software that we can use, I'm not going to be super picky. And the Facebook ad, you're not going to be able to see any of these little dark areas on the edges. It's going to disappear. So I've just basically Christmasized or holidayized a listing photo that we can use for our ad. We could add a few more elements in here by going to the side and choose elements. And I'm going to search up here for holiday. Maybe I want to put a little, maybe I want to pull this element in there. Oops. Let's give it a little zazz. This doesn't go in here. It doesn't look good, so forget about it. I'm just going to delete it. But if I were, I could put maybe a graphic here in the corner. So maybe I want Keller Williams Realty Gold in there, which I do. I'm going to go to uploads because I've already uploaded this image in here of Keller Williams Realty Gold DBA logo. If you don't have it, we will automatically generate it inside of the ad. So if I wanted to send this out to people who are on my social media, I would choose my, let's see, I'm gonna go with this one because I want the gray and the red to stand out a little bit more. So that's not really showing up very well for me. So I'm gonna put a new element in here of a square. So I'm going into shapes. Move this down. I'm just giving it, I'm gonna have KWRG in a solid background. Now I can go back into uploads. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Release that, make this a little bit smaller. Oh, I don't like that color.
Where did that color come from?
That color was just automatically generated.
Oh, okay. All right.
And what it does is that Canva will automatically scan the picture and try to take close color matches off of these.
Oh,
So
okay.
this one probably came off the ribbons and the tops.
Okay.
This is a good get. I'm gonna give this a white background instead.
Yeah.
There we go. That looks nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
So we're gonna say that this is our holiday photo for this specific picture. I'm gonna download this now by going to the download button, and I'm gonna download it as a PNG. This is the best file for Facebook's. It's just a higher quality than a JPEG for social media. So I'm gonna download that. Okay, so now that's downloaded. And now I'm going to go into command. And inside of command, I'm going to go to campaigns, which is the little megaphone here. And I'm going to click create a new campaign. Then I'll do social ad paid. And I'm going to call this Christmas present. It doesn't have to be called that. You can name the campaign anything you want to. You can call it the address. You could call it holiday special. You could call it whatever you'd like. It's just so you can organize this and you can see it and know what ad that we're running. And we are going to advertise this listing because we're choosing between really 3 of these: advertise listing, attract listing, and attract buyers. Those are the 3 that get the most response. And all I have to do now is choose where I want the campaign to run. I'm just going to run it on Facebook. I could choose Instagram or Twitter as well, but I like my ROI through Facebook. Or I get a better ROI through Facebook. And I'll click set up campaign. And I am not, it automatically popped up to search for an address that we're going to use. We're not going to choose this at all. We're going to ignore this because we're not going to use a specific listing right this second. We could, but it's going to change everything that we're trying to do in here. So it's easier to start without a listing. If I want to put a listing in, I can do that later. But I'm going to change this copy to something totally different that's not in the MLS. So right now, this is the MLS. Hold on, I'll pull that up. Let me pull up that listing that we're using again. Oops. And when I advertise listings, I like to advertise the most expensive ones. Especially if I don't have my own listings. Go big or go home. So let's see. So their MLS description is about the community itself, which is good. We're just going to pull some elements in here and we're going to make it holidayrific.
Okay.
So let's see. Gates of an exclusive community, country club, living in Boca Raton, golf and country club. Okay, so let's see. This is what I want. So Boca Raton Golf and Country Club is perfectly situated for easy access to all amenities. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my campaign and I'm going to say the perfect gift. So I'm going to get rid of that capital P for the golfer home. Let's see, the perfect holiday gift. It's a home in the Boca Raton. Probably needs to be capitalized. Access to, let's see if I can find any more information about that. Access to a golf course, swimming pools, and tennis courts, and minutes from the beach. There we go. Course. Give the gift I don't want, yeah, give the gift of capitalized paradise. Okay, so my main copy, which is this paragraph right here, it's a little long, but I'm trying to sell a story. You want about 1 to 2 sentences, and that's what I have. They're just long sentences. If I had more time to think about this, I'd probably go through and condense it even more. So the shorter sentences, the better, and still should sell a story. It's going to be along the lines of you're trying to get them to act on emotion and not using logic. Logic is what makes people stop. Emotion is what makes people act. So what kind of emotions are we evoking with what I wrote in there? So the perfect holiday gift for the golfer in your life. So this is going to be targeting golfers. In my interest section, which we're going to go over, I'm going to be putting golf in there for sure. And when I'm saying golf, I mean the game and not the ocean. So the perfect gift, okay, so you're going to succeed in giving the perfect gift to the golfer in your life. Awesome, I'm going to score great points with them. Is a home in Boca Real Golf and Country Club. I put the name of the community in there because if they want to do more research after I send them to the link to this home, they absolutely can. With access to a golf course, oh, I'm going to change that. It's always good to go through your main copy a couple times to see how it sounds and to see how it looks. So right now it's, let's see, so with access to a golf course, swimming pools, and only minutes to the beach. So I'm trying to paint a picture of the amenities that this community has in only a few words. I know there's a ton more, but what can I get for people to be like, ooh, this sounds really nice? So my golf for golfers, swimming pools for the family, and minutes to the beach. Perfect. Give the gift of paradise. I left paradise capitalized because I want that to stand out to your loved ones today. That can probably be zhuzhed up a bit. Let's see, give the gift of paradise to your loved ones today. Give the gift of paradise. I like the word paradise. I want to keep that. So give the gift of paradise. Oh, that could last a lifetime. Give the gift of paradise that could last a lifetime. Okay. So we'll leave that. When it comes down to the essence of any type of ad is like I said before, is the ability to cause emotion for them to act. It's that emotion you want them to get. So I'm going to leave these sentences in here. I made it into 3. That's kind of long, but I'm going to live with it. And now I'm going to put some emojis in because emojis make people stop scrolling as they go through. And that's what I want them to do. I want them to stop and look at my ad. So I'm going to, let's see, I have to put the emojis at the end and, I'm going to put the emojis at the end and then copy and paste them to where I want them to be. So I'm going to click the little emoji button down here. These are my Grammarly buttons. These are not automatically going to be in command. So click on the little face in the corner and I'm going to search for golf. I like this flag better. And then I'm going to search for pool. Nope, not that kind. I'm going to search for swimming. Oh, it would help if I spelled correctly. Should we do bikini or strokes? Let's see what else we can find. Swimming? Nothing. Because it's holidays, we'll do strokes. Let's see. Golf, swimming pools, beach. Let's find a beach. 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 And I'm going to look at presents. present. All right. So perfect holiday gift. So I'm going to copy, I'm going to highlight the present, and I'm going to copy this. And I'll paste. Oh, I could search for a home, house. Oh, I didn't want to appear, so we're going to get rid of that one. Not wanting to come up, so I'm going to get rid of that. With access to golf course, so I'm going to do golf course, copy, or highlight, copy. Paste. Swimming pool. So get rid of this. Copy swimmer. And I accidentally deleted beach, so I'm going to put the beach back in. I'm going to leave that right there. All right, so I've put emojis in now, and I have some copy. I'm going to leave it. I think that's good. I could even put more emojis in here. If I could put something at the end of the Golf Royale Country Club a couple times, that would be even better, because emojis that are at the ends are more apparent than the ones that are inside of this text. So if you can do more emojis towards the ends, that'll make people stop scrolling faster. Headline. So this is the headline text right here. And I'm going to call this the perfect gift for the season. And that's going to be this headline here. And then description is this line right here. You want to keep this line short and sweet. I know there's space for 250, but it cuts off eventually, and people aren't going to really click on it to read more. So you want them to see it all in at least a short sentence. So mine is, the description is always going to be, come on, click. Learn more and I leave these words capitalized. These are more apparent to the eye as you scroll through. Click the Learn More button now. So this is a call to action statement, which means you're telling them to act on something. You're telling them to click this Learn More button. And this link is where they're going to end up going. We're going to be entering that in a different spot. So I'm going to go down to Add Media, and I'm going to click Configure. This is if we've chosen a listing, it would pop up all of its pictures inside of here. We didn't choose a listing yet, so I'm going to put in an image. So I have this selected as an image. I could also put a video in here. I'm going to select media for this campaign, and then I'm going to choose Add Images, and I'm going to upload the image that we just created in Canva. That is my downloads. Click Open. And you see it's down here. Oh, this just makes it bigger. So if I want to see what it is bigger, I could open this wider. I have a better view. So I'll click Preview and Crop Image. That's not what I want. I'm going to switch from wide to, oh. I'm going to switch it to square. Apparently this is too big, but it's okay. It still fits in the whole characteristics of what I'm trying to get. And I'll click Save Image. And here's my photo. I can add up to 5, but you really only want 3 photos in here at a time. So I could add another holiday photo just like this one with the golf course in there as well. It will be, I would just go back into here. So this is already done. I'm just going to replace this with my golf course. I selected it and deleted it. Here's my golf course. Brings it in. I'm just going to try to square it up as best as I can. Then I'm going to download this one. I'm going back into my create campaign. I'm going to click add more, add images, upload images. I'm going to click here to choose, just untitled design. There's my golf course picture, preview and crop. Switch this to square, and I'll click save image. Okay. So now you'll have a chance to be able to rotate through them. If you don't have a DBA logo, you can find it right here and upload that. I already have my DBA logo in there. It'll upload in there once you chose it from here. And I can choose if I want it on the left. It puts it in there. Or if I want it on the right, put it over there. Now, because I have that Keller Williams Realty Gold, this is required to be in there. I don't have to have the Keller Williams Realty Gold that I put in the picture. I could just have the DBA logo in there in the bottom corner. So this first one isn't needed, but it's nice to have if you're looking to have branding throughout multiple social media platforms. So it's the same photo across multiple platforms, which helps with the brand. But for this particular ad, you could go into just back into the design in Canva, and I would click on this, press delete, and get rid of it. And I could re-download it if I wanted to. But I'm going to leave these two pictures to scroll through. Now I'm getting down to the Facebook ad. I'm going to click on configure. And it's going to give me, starting at the top, which page I want to pull it from. So it's my account, which is Blake Whitbold. And yes, it is my personal account, because from your personal account, that's where you're going to build off your business page, anything like that. You only want to have one account, and it's usually that personal page. So from there, I built Blake Whitbold, Keller Williams Realty Gold Realtor. And I have several different pages in there, which I can show you right here. These are pages that I have managed at one point, or I do currently manage. And I'm going to click on my Blake Whitbold Realtor, Keller Williams Realty Gold. And once I click on that page, it shows it from here on the preview. So now it shows that I am sponsoring it because I'm paying for it. Blake Whitbold Realtor, Keller Williams Realty Gold. And I'm talking about this property here. So I'll leave that there. And I want to use Facebook lead generation form. This allows us to collect their information. If I choose use a site or landing, we aren't going to collect any information unless they put it into that site if it's branded for us as lead generation capabilities. So I am not going to use a site or landing page because they're going to use Facebook lead generation form. And then after they do that, it sends them to that site or landing page that I'm going to have. The site that I'm going to choose, I'm going to go to my real estate website, which is .com. 15 Book Royale. So this is my command web page. And I'm just looking for this property. Oh, here it is. I'll click on that. And this is the URL right up here that I'm going to use to make my follow-up URL. Go back into my campaign. I'll post this in here. All right, so just for cautionary reasons, it automatically will put an HTTPS in there. So you want to be careful not to have that doubled. So I'm going to delete the first one, make sure it's just one HTTPS. And now it will take me to this listing on my web page. The button call to action label. So this button right here, this is learn more. I always use learn more because there's only two other choices for us. It's either sign up and apply now. If you were sending out information about a newsletter for them to sign up, then you could use sign up now or sign up. And then apply now is really for more like mortgages. So maybe if you were doing Keller Mortgage ads, you could have an apply now that would send them to Keller Mortgage. But in the end, that's not really going to help you. So I always use the learn more button because they want to learn more about the listing. Ad targeting. Number 3, this is very important. This is how we're going to laser focus as much as possible on our people we're trying to connect with. So I'm going to use custom settings, and it's going to ask me, do I want to target my database and do I want to target a custom audience? I can do targeting my database, but it's going to ask me to create some lists within. So you want to create lists to target your database. And if you target your database, if the email they have inside of your database is the same one they've created their Facebook with, they will see your ad in their Facebook. So if I click target my database, it's going to ask me to choose a new audience. I have a test audience in here. If I don't have an audience, I can create a new audience, and it's going to ask me which tags I want to use to include that audience by and what I want to call it. I could also target by neighborhoods. So if I had a bunch of people in Boca Royale that I wanted to show that this is for sale to attract more listings, I would choose my neighborhood and I would select, I would type in Boca. I can see it pop, there we go. Not Boca Raton. Sometimes it takes a little bit, hold on. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Boca Raton, Florida, there we go. So if I wanted to target by neighborhood, everybody inside of my database that has the Boca Raton neighborhood will also see my ad in their Facebook. So I can click create. Oh. Create, select neighborhood. So I have nobody in my contacts that's tagged as Boca Raton, so it's not going to let me create it. If I did, I could have created that. I'm not going to target my database for this one, but I am going to target a custom audience, and it's going to be located in the United States. And now you can choose a location you want to send this ad to. So maybe you want to have it locally sent, or maybe you want it up north. So if you want it, I'm from Michigan originally, so let's say you wanted it someplace in Michigan. I could type in Clarkston, Michigan. Right. Oh, Clarkston, Michigan. And the ad will run within 20 miles of the center of Clarkston, Michigan. But I'm going to keep this local. I get more response locally. So I'm going to say Inglewood, Florida. Come on, Florida. There we go, Inglewood, Florida. And I'm going to give this a radius of 30 miles. 25 to 30 miles is the goal for anything really inside of the Facebook ads. Because if they want to come to view it, they're willing to drive probably up to 30 miles to see the house. Anything kind of more, it's pushing it. So I do 30 miles, and I'm going to start adding interests. I have a list of interests that you're going to want to have in all of your listings, and I can send that out to you. I may have sent it a couple times before. I'm going to write down the names who I have, but I'll send it again. Give me 1 second. So Sue. And Jessica. So I'm going to send that out to you guys as long as you're on the roster with your emails, or I've sent emails to you before. I'm going to send those emails, the email out with the interests to you. Otherwise, if you're watching this video later, you are more than welcome to just send me an email and I will email it back to you. Just let me know, hey, can you send me that list of Facebook interests? And I will be happy to. So I'm going to actually start searching interests. And the first one I'm going to do is, because the golf community, is golf. And apparently it's not an interest anymore. So I'm going to say sports. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to, okay, so it doesn't want me to be that specific. I can always click on this interest drop down and I can go through here and find what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna go look for golf, because I know at one point it was an interest. Oh, gated community, that's a good one. That's because it's Boca. I guess golf isn't in there anymore. Weird. But there is a lot of things in here that you are going to want to select. So I'm going to choose house. And I'm going to choose house hunting. Then I'm going to put in Zillow. And when Zillow pops up, always go for the first Zillow, not this Premier Agent. Only about maybe 100,000 people search for a Zillow Premier Agent. 15 million people search in Zillow. So better off with Zillow. And I'll choose Trulia. I'll do realtor.com. I do again .com. I don't do the pro. Mortgage. Mortgage loans. What else do we have? So you know what, let me pull up the list. Yeah, it's a Word document that has about 15 to 30 interests. I don't know where I stored it from right now, but when I find it, I will send it out to you guys. I just don't want to take up more time looking for it. So I'm gonna just use this checklist here. I'm gonna do apartments. And the reason I'm doing apartments is because a lot of people want to move out of their apartment and into a house. See, I'm gonna do. I'll choose condominium. I'll do create real estate investing, custom home. Do one more. And we'll say first time buyer.
No.
Oh, you know what? And for sale by owner. And we'll save the selection. You want about 15 in there.
Wow.
And you'll be able to choose these off the list that I send you guys. So I have my 15. So on the side here, this is the estimated audience size that searches these keywords inside of places like Google. So let's take a look here. House searched 682 million times. That's usually within 30 days or less. House hunting, 22 million. Zillow, 34 million. Trulia, 13 million. So these are a lot of potentials. And there's a good chance that you're going to hit some of these interests within 30 miles of Englewood, Florida. Just saying. So now I have my interests in there. I'm going to click Save Facebook Ad. And now I'm going to go down to duration and budget. And this right here is a perfect amount of time for 10 days at $30. This is really going to give you the best bang for your buck. That way, if you're looking to maybe test an ad, it's only $30 versus $100 to $200. I would actually, if I want this to start November, if I want it to go 10 days, I'm actually going to make this one more day because I like to give it 24 hours. So I'm going to say I want this to end on the 17th instead. So I give it 24 hours to be admitted and reviewed by the Facebook people. So I just make it 11 days for that 24 hours. And I'll click Save Duration and Budget. Then it's ready to go. So the ad is ready. It's holidayed out. You know what? I am going to put in those more emojis because that's kind of driving me crazy.
Use Christmas trees in the front and the back.
Yeah. Do they have Christmas tree emojis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Good.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so I just chose one. That's because I just have to copy this once and I can paste it many times. Copy, and I end at Golf and Country Club. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go paste and paste. Well, it's pushing it off. That's okay. I'm not gonna worry too much. I'm gonna put Christmas trees here. Oh, I just got word of the.
Oh, perfect holiday gift. That's fine.
Yeah, that would work. What the heck? Something weird's happening with my texting here. I want another Christmas tree. Oh, stop that. So I have Christmas trees in here. This, I like this better than even before. So I'm going to actually put Christmas trees at the end here too. I'm going to get rid of these. Put Christmas trees in here. Come on. Stop
that. You're not the only one.
Okay, so yeah, it's giving me trouble. I don't know why, but I did get the emojis in there, and I feel I like this better. This is better. I will stop and look at this. So I'm going to save this. What was that, Sue?
I said, you're so funny. Perfectionist.
So we're going to save this here. We now have, I'd put up to 3 photos in here, but we have the 2, which is just fine because I want them to click on Learn More to see all the photos in my website. I don't want to show them all the photos here. And then I would just click Publish Campaign and it would go off for review. Cool. And that's how you do a Facebook holiday ad to generate leads. Any questions?
No, way cool.
Good. So a lot of it will come down to just kind of how you theme an ad. You can use the same principles any time of the year. So let's say Easter. If you celebrate Easter, you could have Easter in there. Do Easter things. Thanksgiving. I would actually launch an ad today themed around Thanksgiving. And then right after Thanksgiving, launch 2 holiday ads themed around Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, around Christmas. What else? I'm such a bad holiday person. I only know Christmas. Hanukkah possibly, I think, is around the same time. any holiday celebration. This principle will work with. It's just about theming your photos and your text together to fit that holiday.
Okay.
So I'm a new agent. I just want to make sure I got this. We can use somebody else's listing.
So yeah, since inside of the office, so Keller Williams Realty Gold, we're all basically considered like one unit. We're one broker. So you could potentially advertise any of our listings inside the office without having to ask permission. But it's always just a nice formality of like, hey, is it okay if I advertise your listing for you? No one has ever said no, as far as I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'd be the first, Jessica, if they're like, no, you can't advertise my listing. But yes, yeah, you can use, especially when this rule also goes for postcards. You can advertise someone else's just sold as long as you're not saying, I just sold this. That house, though, did just sell. And you're just notifying people about it. So in the ad, I don't claim that this listing is mine, but it is for sale, and it'd be a perfect gift.
What happens, Blake, when they go to your website and they see that it's Leslie's listing?
Oh, okay, so no, that's a good question. So this is my website in here, and it's branded to me. So if I scroll down.
So how did you get Boca on your website? Just because you last searched it?
Yep. All I did was search it. It goes throughout the whole MLS, and it's all branded to me. So it's going to say that it's a Keller Williams Realty Gold listing.
Okay.
And then it'll say courtesy of Leslie Brown, PA.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm just looking for the pictures, I'm going to scan right over this. And I'm just be like, okay, whatever.
Right.
See the pictures.
It's really small.
Yeah. This is just legalese. We have to have it in there legally.
Sure.
So otherwise, it's all the information down here is mine. This is my lead gen form, and it's provided by Stellar down here.
Uh-huh.
And then still mine.
Sort of like what I've just never added houses. Okay.
I can even put featured listings on my very front page if I wanted to.
I know. I'm not quite sure how to do that anymore. All right. We'll talk some other time. This is not that class. Thank you.
Well, good. I'm glad you guys came for the holiday special Facebook ads, and I hope to see some out there from you guys. So definitely a Thanksgiving ad and 2 holiday ads for something in December. Oh, you could even do a New Year's ad if you wanted to. So definitely get that out there, start generating some leads.
Sounds good. Thanks, Blake.
Thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you later. Bye.